with this one right here, we didn't got NSJ, Molly, X, Scratch. You got the next up. You got next up with Scratch, Molly, and NSJ. So you got the season 4, session 4 with the E8. You got the E8. And then you got the whole Molly, NSJ, and you got Scratch. So you got the whole thing just scanning around, with this one right here, especially with everything else. But you got the whole Stenish.
If the orders don't bang, I'm pissed. Has civilians pre me bust it, feeling this bait, but I'm thinking fuck it. They talk tough when I'm boy their nerves, them and their sheep, I can't follow the herd. I had the ting on smashing Connie, no lay ting, gotta do this prop. They talk tough when I'm boy their nerves, them and their sheep, I can't follow the herd. I had the ting on smashing Connie, no lay ting, gotta do this properly. Look, if the orders don't bang, I'm pissed. I'm in love with a thrill, no cap. When we riding, so bro don't drift. No Taylor, but I'll do him a Swift. You wouldn't know, but
told bro don't drip. They avoiding us. Hey, they avoiding us. Told bro don't trip, like they say, especially with the avoiding, like, that's another thing too, because people can avoid you, and it's like, you looking for that, but they avoiding you, and it's like, with the whole thing, like they say they can't avoid us when we already, scream thingy, like the whole thing. But he said, tell bro he ain't trying to drip, like he's not trying to do all the extra stuff like that dripping stuff. He's just trying to leave that in avoidance.
but the shit's man's taken, yeah, do it in freeze. Comments a bitch best, want me my peace, soon to be good, you gotta stop my cheese. Every now and again, I thank God for the pain. I've been triggered for the sun and rain, and if it's on, talk about my bridge, no win. She ain't smart, but she get good brain. Want a new crib for my motherfucker chain, soon on top, gotta pick my own lane. Bro, skin hotty, but she way too vain. If I open up, you won't understand man's pain. Has civilians pre me bust it, feeling this bait, but I'm thinking fuck it. 15 first, I had to bracket, now I'm in meetings, having rap discussions. They related, but S is my brother, closer to him than some of my cousins. Bring me squares like a low, no bluffing. With a gun talk, but they ain't shot nothing. Mally, you might see me riding a 125 with a team sport belly. Moving Aggie, way too scatty, family. Trust, everything I do is for my family. What's a plan A if you have a plan B? Harder to the game, no denying that can be. Seeing some fucked up shit on the roads, so I don't lack when I'm with my bros, or I'm on my own. Thought off, I won't. Right.
We said seen some messed up stuff in the streets and the road. That's why I do not be lacking with my bro. Hey, he said that's why I don't be laughing. That's why I don't be lacking with my bros. Like he just said, he seen some stuff, and like they say, it be just some generally stuff going on, like just some just growth stuff going on, and it's like, once you see something like that, you temporary, advantage, you temporary, having, paranoia, you temporary all that. So it's like you ain't gonna take those chances of lacking, because it's like the whole thing and the whole, thing coming in. And he said like the whole voided chance and stuff like that, like it just comes with a precipice.
Right about now I'm on a sturdy road, COD level up then goes. 4s and the 2s, I'm sitting with both. Life I live, not the life I chose. I can't go back to being broke. I've done a lot in my night tech tracky. Stepping out clean, I can never look tacky. And he can hold flames like backy. God knows I'll do the mad thing for my Aki. I'm with a few of my bros with central bacon, high off the loudest flavors. I already made my curl like quavers. The beat so loud I might wake up the neighbors. Have you ever made door for BK chop? But your piss your boy can't pat in the third. They talk tough but them boy their nerves, them and their sheep, I can't follow the herd. Talking assistance, hey from a distance. Did it on my ones, didn't need no assistance. Your boy had resistance, now he needs an assistant. Broly, don't let me stretch like Broly. Bro's doing 16 years for a body. Verbal online, but you still run from me. I had the ting on smashing Coddy. Low lay ting, gotta do this properly. Sweet one telling me that she wants me. Classy girl with a perfect body. So I just double tap that. Straight real life, we don't act for Snapchat. Mind your mouth, don't give me back chat. Disrespect, I cannot have that. Hold her name, Dave, but to Lodi Santan. London City, the fucking gangland. I don't do this to prove it, I'm a bad man. I want a big bag, I ain't talking backpacks. I told bro, let it go, but he's frozen. But I'm outside, see himself like Vegeta. The just didn't know Bieber. 5 missed calls, man.
It's so much kilo stuff going on here. It's just so much kilo stuff going on here. So much, fridges and stuff like that. Like he said, he ain't talking about no backpack. He talking about Milos and all those. Like it's so much. It's just so much, stuff going on here. Like the whole thing, how they just bridging, like they bridging and frosting. Like the whole thing is already frosty. Like how it's coming and how it's, remixing and everything else. Like it's frosting, it's floating, it's roasting, it's everything. Like you see the whole cost and the whole like you see the whole thing coming behind it. Like it's all just turquoise and all these things coming into it. Like he say, I'm trying to wave these wavies. I'm not trying to escape these cavies. Like coming from another trench to rig.
Shots move ego, 2 man step like it's crept on cone and DJ target, I'ma let that rip. Double my stack and I make packs flip. Ever since then I knew never to slip. Give me a burner and a worker, guarantee we'll make a killing. It's crazy the way I'm living. Made another 10 but it weren't off district. Collected a pack from scratch and flipped it. Never in person, they hate from a distance. Far from a bad dude, my man's a victim. Not like them man, ask man a different.
Busy mix this.
Look, the pain I went through was essential. Cause I unlocked my potential. Shit's dreadful, we writ off the rental. I told broski we ain't paying for petrol. We scurring, late night swerving. One's from Italy, the other thing German. Lol, it ain't me that hurting, the verbal's dead. Replying ain't worth it. Look, it's coming like they ain't learning. And that beating was more than deserving. And my stack is far from perfect, so this move is more than worth it. From 9 till 9 he's working, so I gotta cut through in the daytime. I made 5 but I can't complain. I guarantee I'll make another 5 in the same night. I used to sell sweets at break time, then I started selling weed in the ends. When they get to me, you gotta speak to my friends. I'm offshore, so there's no need to pretend. Tryna buy something in 2 different sizes, ask how much, I said the price depends. And I've done some sinning, Lord knows that I need to repent. I just stepped in with a reload, told my shot you gotta put down.
He just said, and I just stepped in with a reload, and he's like squishing it around. He's switching it around and all kinds of other reflections and reactions and stuff like that. And he even committed, his stuff like what's going on. But I feel like we all have our we all have those things that we did like though behind the behalf of everything. So it's like you can't really run, can't really hide those, because it's like even those like latest things, it still comes like with the whole thing. But he said stepped in with a pen, just unlocked the reflections and all these stuff, like just coming into the whole thing, and just coming around like just the skills and the whole man trizits and the whole like staircase. And then he said the flavors, and he said switch it up to a little sour flexure, like swoosh, just the whole thing is just effist.
On a depot, don't open, check that peephole. It might be a Friday, sweet like Debo. In this game I got all the cheat codes, hotel settings, my girls in freak mode. Bag me for a couple of grams, but they don't know how much the heaven sent. This girl was 10-10, so I covered that bill. From the jump I kept it trill, I still grind hard if 100 mil. And I wonder how them man feel. Pissed, I heard these brother got and stats of the road, things dead. These doing not law, I respect it still. Fam, you can't tell me to chill. Controlling the wheel, I'm in love with the thrill. Fake ID, so I go in this fill. Fit some point where they're pre in my grills. Got a WC, I ain't played for Brazil. I have goals that I'm gonna fulfill. You're touching civils, you can't call that a drill. It's sink or swim when you live on the hill. I just stepped in with a reload, told my shot you gotta put down the depot. Don't open, check that peephole. It might be a Friday, sweep like Debo. In this game I got all the cheat codes, hotel settings, my girls in freak mode. Bag me for a couple of grams, but they don't know how much the team sold.
Yo, man like Mondo.
Hey, Mona's the littlest ones, coming in right here with this one right here. But you got Scratch and the whole thing, like Scratch coming into it, NSJ, and you got with this one just coming into the whole just reflections and the recactions and everything else, like with these slot crooks and everything else, coming into it. Like I didn't even see this, just the one prosit like coming into it, like they was just, and they was coming, scrolls to scrolls, like they was both econ and scrolls and like just all kinds of low ticks. But like comment everything else, go watch it for you guys self. And with this, just last this.